it, planned it out perfect for y'all. So now we coming, we finna drop knowledge, gems, game, all that. We finna get y'all right. So I'm gonna let her do her introduction, and then we gonna get right into it.
Perfect. So, guys, I'm super excited. Once again, no, I'm just playing. I'm super excited to introduce to you guys Azarre Henderson. He is doing some amazing things in the sales world and just the aspect of breaking into tech. He's also a colleague of mine from Course Careers. We both attended, and I am excited to speak with him today just because of everything that he's got going on right now. And it's just really exciting. So let's talk about when we first met or how we first met. I'll share a little bit and then you can share a little bit as well.
For sure.
So, okay, you go first. You go first. You go first.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this is one of the things that's real big when it comes to trying to break into tech sales. You need to be networking. So I reached out to everybody. So I sent the text to Tia on LinkedIn, like, hey, how's it going? Like, happy to connect, looking forward to collaborating. And we went from there. We built a whole conversation, started conversing. We hopped on the call like this. I give her a little coaching, mentorship when it comes to tech sales, and we just built the relationship from there. And it was a blessing that she landed her first role, so I got to see her growth within a week of our call. So we just went from there,
Guys,
and it went up from there.
absolutely. And also, okay, so I'm going to give my perspective. So he hops in and y'all, he has like crazy energy, massive, like just a whole bunch of confidence. And that's one of the things I noticed right away. But not only that, like when he came into my inbox, he was providing value immediately, like genuine, just being genuine, like trying to help. And it kind of took me back a little bit because I'm like, wait, do you want something? Are you selling a service? Like what?
Right?
Why are you?
Yeah.
And I think that's the mindset of a lot of people. And it's sad that it has to be that way, but it wasn't about that at all. Like he just genuinely wanted to help me be successful. And so he provided some instructions. He's like, you endorse me, I'll endorse you, which is also, really important. I didn't even realize that at first, like what that was about. But yeah, like we went through that whole scenario and then we hopped on a call and immediately like he walked me through his day, just super transparent, super down to earth, super humble. And that's one of the reasons why I was like, yo, I need to have you on my channel because like I want you to we should be recording this. Like look at everything that you're telling me. And he's like, yeah, we'll do it. So that's kind of how this went, came about. But other than that, can you just go over for them like some of the valuable tools? Because let me just say this as well. I had people underneath my comments like, can y'all please direct me to somebody who actually landed a role? And I was like, oh no, they did.
Yeah, yeah. So you want me to get into that right now? You want me to get into like the course careers? I think that's how you went
Yeah.
about it.
So let's talk about course careers as well and like how it kind of changed, how it brought you to this point. So let's go backwards. See, this is why, because this is the second time we're doing this interview.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah. We had it. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. So we're gonna get right. We're gonna get
it
right.
was super, it's okay. But we kind of talked about what you did before then. Like what brought you to that
Yeah. For sure.
careers.
Okay, cool. So started off, I was going to school. I was working like valet. I had got promoted to. I was at Nissan. I went to Infinity. I got promoted to manager. While I'm doing this, I'm going to school too. I'm grinding. I'm going to school. I'm working. So, end up. Long story short, I was in tech. I graduated with my IT degree 2022 December. From 2022 to December all the way to about 2 months ago. Now it's 2023 December right now, so almost a year later is how long it took me to break into tech. So this is not something that's easy to do. They want you to have 3 years experience, 4 certifications, um, Nobel Peace Prize. They want you to have everything. They want you to have all the credentials, they want you to be set before you even can get into tech. So this is why it's so essential and imperative that I'm teaching people how to break into tech sales, because it still is tech. It's just, in my opinion, it's a lot more enjoyable tech realm than coding or anything that's real techie technical. So when I found out about course careers, it was a lot of things that made me hesitant. Well, no, I don't want to put it like that because I like course careers. I'm a big advocate for course careers. Just naturally, you're gonna be reluctant as far as just spending money on anything. So for that reason, I'm thinking that people are paid actors, and I'm thinking that I don't know. So when I start reaching out to people on LinkedIn, and
Yeah.
yeah, when I start reaching out to people on LinkedIn, then people's telling me like, "No, do course careers. Have you done course careers yet? Course careers, course careers." And I shout out Trent Dressel. I had an interview with him, and that went amazing. He's a very good guy, very inspirational, very encouraging and motivational. So I'm gonna be posting that interview on my YouTube, so everybody tap in. We gonna have all that in the description as well as our LinkedIn. So feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn, but let me not pivot too hard. So when I found out about course careers, it took me about a month and a half to actually purchase course careers. From the point that I purchased course careers, or from the time that I purchased course careers, it took me a week. It took me a week, and I broke in. I just applied everything that I learned from course careers within a week time, which was about 50% through the course. So I never actually finished course careers because I got my first interview 50%. Then I probably went back, did 5 more percent, and I still ain't finished course careers. But
That
just from
is,
what they taught me at the beginning, it was amazing, and I just went up from there.
that's crazy. So let me get this straight. So you actually have a degree in IT. You went to school, you got out, you have this sales position at Nissan, and then you went through all of these months without landing any roles. Decide to pivot and go into course careers, and 50% into the course, you actually land a role.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And I think you had mentioned that you were scared to get scammed because something happened before with another company or something. What
Yeah.
was that
So,
about?
so what that was I had got scammed with. This is something separate, which is crypto. So it don't got nothing to do with course careers. But
Yeah,
the whole point of me saying that was that when I lost that $500 and I still lived, it taught me, okay, maybe I could spend $500 for course careers. I'm gonna still live. I'm gonna invest in myself, and I'm gonna actually get something from this money I spent. And I'm gonna, you feel me? When you look at the growth, like the amount of money that you make back, especially over time, is gonna keep compounding when it comes to course careers and getting a new career and scaling in that industry. It pays itself off over and over and over and over. So you can't lowball, you can't underestimate the power of that $500, and you really just buy course careers. You don't even think about it twice. You just buy course careers. You find somebody like me to reach out to that could mentor you, and you give it all you got, and then you're gonna break in. It's that simple.
so speaking of that mentorship, let's go back to our conversation. So after that day, I actually did implement some of the things that we talked about, and I was able to land a role within 7 days, like literally within the span of the week. And mind you, it took me, I'm the opposite of you. It took me forever to finish course careers.
Yeah.
Took me what, like 8 months to even land a role. So it's like just having somebody who is willing to coach you, who is willing to give you, the ins and outs and give you valuable information, help you with your resume and things like that. I think that that is super important. Because literally, like, I just spoke to you last week, and what I say, I was like, I don't even want to do this. Like, I don't think it's for me. I'm about to go back to recruiting. And yeah, like it's not for me. Like I was just so convinced. And for those of you who don't know a little bit about my background, you might be new. So I had a career and built my career in HR. And then I kind of pivoted into health, holistic living. I had a vegan restaurant, like a service. Like it was just like I did so many other things, and just, getting to a place with course careers where I was like, you know what, I think this is going to be for me. And so I ended up connecting with you, and that made all the difference. Um, Tell me a little bit about some of the key advice that you normally share with people. Like, if I had just graduated and just left course careers, or I'm thinking about going to course careers, right? What would you say to me? Like, what would be some key advice that you would give me?
Yeah, that's an amazing question. And you're very good at structuring these interviews. So I'm loving that we be able to give this powerful content to the community, change some lives. And this is how I'm gonna structure it, right? I'm gonna do it 3-2-1 or 3-2-1. And so number three is you need to find you a mentor. You need to get you somebody that's already in the position that you're trying to get to. It's like they say, don't take money advice from somebody with no money. You don't take sales advice somebody, but if they're in that position, I mean, they did something right to get in that position. Somebody like myself, Azarre Henderson on LinkedIn, link below, you can reach out and they'll give you free mentorship. And you can't get that from nowhere else. Yeah, I don't know nobody. People, shout out to Chris Bob, but his course career video is the one I seen first. Then I seen shout out Jennifer Reed, shout out Sorry. There's a few people I seen their videos. I was like, okay, this is motivating me to get course career. So shout out to him. But this Chris I'm talking about, he Nigerian. I met him on LinkedIn, amazing guy. And he helped me straight up do the mock interview. He taught me a lot of stuff, taught me a lot of things that to say that I incorporate now into my structured plan that helps people land roles like this in a week. So shout out to them. So it is people that help me, but use me as a resource outlet. Find somebody like me that can mentor you and show you everything to do. You can ask questions. And it just because it's a mental thing. So having somebody that you can reach out to that's going to teach you step by step, that is that much more encouraging. The number two thing you need to do is is calculate the way that you apply into these roles. So what I mean by that is a lot of different methods. You got mass applying, which they say is not preferred for this industry that we in, but it is what I did. I applied to as many jobs as I can, cast my net wide, and it happened that and this go back to what she was talking about earlier, and I told her this, is that when you applying to remote roles, it might have 1 in 5,000 people, and then hybrid roles, it might be under 50 people. So of course, your percentages of 1 to 5,000 compared to 1 to 50 is a lot higher with that 50. So that's why you apply for hybrid instead of remote. But she was blessed enough to receive a remote role, so you want to apply to everything, but you want to be structured in how you go about it. So now, once you apply to everything, LinkedIn, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, it's all type of one. Like it's one here. I'm gonna look at it in my phone. Somebody just put me on. Like it's all type of them, but once you apply on there and you update your resume, you want to do all that. And then you want to use a prospecting software. I'm trying to find what this, I can't find it, but you want to use a prospecting software like Sales OS, Apollo IO, any of these that give you people's contact, because that's what you actually doing in the tech sales position is talking to these C-level executives, booking meetings, building relationships, cold outreach, cold email, cold phone call. So that's what you want to do. This is called doing the job to get the job. So that's what you do to get a job in tech sales. So get all these companies that you apply to, make a list, make 5 contacts on each list. BD business development managers, VP of sales, recruiters, talent acquisitions, SDRs, BDRs, AEs. And them SDR, BDR, AEs, they lower on the totem pole for the fact that they aren't the decision makers, but you can network with like how I'm doing Tia, we could do this. And then I could be like, hey, you wouldn't happen to have a referral. And that's the easy way to get on. People hire people, not computers. So that's why networking is so powerful. Reaching out to LinkedIn, optimizing on LinkedIn. So once you get these 5 contacts, then you want to send a cold email. You want to actually make your own sales flow. And what is a sales flow? Sales flow is they don't got to be automatic, but email schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, however you want to do it. You want to email these people, cold call these people, and that's going to put you in the top 5% of applicants, just that. Then once you get these interviews, eventually you're gonna start lining up interviews, 2 interviews a week, 3 interviews a week. Now you want to send an email before and after. That's gonna put you in the top 2%. Now, when you come in and you use all of the sales terminology that you got from course careers, you come in with some confidence, that's gonna make you kill them interviews. And the last thing, the number one most important thing that you can't forget and you always gotta put a huge emphasis on, the most paramount thing is your mindset. Your mindset, your mindset. You need to have a positive mindset and you need to believe in yourself. You don't want to have imposter syndrome. You don't want to have fear, uncertainty, or doubt. And the way you do that is by not focusing on fear, uncertainty, doubt, the negative, being scared. What if I don't make it? What if it ain't for me? Making excuses. I seen this on YouTube. No, you think about the positive. Like me personally, my position I'm in right now, as far as my career, it couldn't be no better. As far as I love my job, I ain't even think I could love a job this much. It don't even feel like work, to be real.
Listen, Don, he is not lying. When he showed me in our first meeting what his week is like and his schedule and just, listen, you can't, and the salary and the
But
commission.
let me say this though. Let me say this though. It is one of them things where it ain't. I ain't gonna say the role is easy. My personality, this is what I like to do, talking to people, building relationships. Some people like coding, so that's easy for them. I come in and that it's not easy for me. It's a lot of organization, hard work. I'm a super hard worker. That's why I'm one of the top performers. And I was able to scale and become a tech sales coach and mentor because I'm a hard worker. So I don't want to make it sound like it's easy, but it is one of those things where, in my opinion, it is enjoyable.
Absolutely. And it just basically seems like this position was made for you, right? Because it's like you didn't even finish the full course. You got as much value out of it as possible. And then you were able to land basically your first interview within like what, a week or so. So it's like this was literally meant for you to do. And I think that it's important to note that because look at what you're doing now. You're not just like in your role, minding your business and everything. You're going back out into the community. You're bringing people, you're uplifting everybody. You're bringing people to the level where you are. And that's what it's about. Like, it's about giving back and, not just being comfortable in your spot, but like lifting other people, pulling other people with you.
I love that. And yeah, you do that by not only like this video content, you could wake people's eyes up to course careers, to tech sales. Because when I thought, like, I used to do shuttles and I'd be networking with people. It'd be different people of different societies and cultures that tech is the most prominent career in their society. So I reached out to them like, oh, like coding, while I'm driving because I'm doing shuttles. It's like an Uber or a Lyft. I'm driving, I'm talking to them. They're like, man, you should get into tech sales. I'm like, tech sales, like it sound cool, like it sound raw, but I don't know how to get into tech sales. Like it sound like some uncharted land, some
Yeah.
territory that couldn't be voyaged. So it's like knowing how to actually approach getting into tech sales and knowing which exact route to take is so imperative. And that's why I change lives by teaching people not only how to go about it, but the exact steps all the way from the actual or all the way to the actual interview and spread the knowledge and do personal mentorship and coaching myself.
Yes. And also you talked about mindset. Like I think that's key. I honestly feel like that's more than 50% of it right there. Just having confidence, having a positive PMA, positive mental attitude at all times, believing in yourself. The last episode on my channel, I talked about faith in a waiting season, just having a positive mindset and keeping that positive outlook. And I think that's more than half of it right there, right? Just keeping the faith that, you can do this. And a lot of us feel like it's too hard. I mean, I felt like it was too hard. I had a positive mental attitude, but in the back of my mind, it was like, maybe it's just not for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, like, could you give them advice as far as like how to cultivate that mindset, or how did you develop that type of mindset?
for sure. Yeah. So confidence for me, and that's shout out all my subscribers. We hit over 5K. So I want to say I lay out so much. And confidence is one of the things that helped me in life, from everyday relationships to family to school, getting my degree, hitting over 5K on YouTube, excelling, being a top performer, breaking into tech, being a tech sales coach and mentor. A lot of people that I'm talking to, that's all they're missing is that confidence. Number one gain way to gain confidence, in my opinion, and this is a gem. I'm gonna drop this on y'all. You gotta be and I heard this earlier in a book with Grant Cardone, and I like the way he put it, so I'm gonna put it like he put it. You gotta be unreasonably confident in yourself and whatever you're selling. And what are you selling? You selling yourself. You selling yourself on to yourself. You selling yourself to other people every single day. You gotta wake up and sell yourself. So that's what conviction, having a stronger belief in yourself than anybody else. This belief. That's what's gonna make you excel. So you got to be unreasonably. If you don't believe yourself, who gonna believe you? Nobody. So you got to sell yourself, own yourself every day by doing everything and prepare, working as hard as you can, and then just coming in with that confidence. And when it comes to an interview, you want to be confident, and you want to, like, somebody can tell you something crazy, like, sell me this pen. Like, what would you say? It don't matter what you say it so confident that they like, he don't know what he talking about, or she don't know what they talking about, but they got the confidence, like they got it, they got what it takes. So we can teach them what to do because they got the confidence. So the way I would say is to first put in the work so that you prepare, because positive preparation prevents poor performance. So if you got that work you put in, that's gonna make you more confident. Second, you thinking from a salesperson standpoint. I told this to my team because I try to play a leadership role on my team since I'm one of the top performers, to pour into everybody else. And one of the things that I said, it's a lot of subjective techniques and strategies when it comes to tech sales. But one of the objective things is the confidence when I deliver that pitch, and the level of how elite my conversation is going to directly reflect and if I get that meeting or not. It's the same thing when you're dealing with everyday life or interviews. The level of confidence you have is going to directly be in tandem to your results and your success.
I believe it. I believe it 1,000%. And guys, like, I cannot stress enough how imperative it is to have a coach. To have somebody like Azarre just offer his services for free, it's literally a gift. And I will tell you firsthand, when you have a family to feed, you might be a single parent, you might be married, and you might need to have an income as soon as possible. You know, that $500 is not comfortable for everybody. For some people, that is a sacrifice. And I saw somebody also in another video, not to come for you, I love y'all, but somebody posted, oh, when I saw, the link for what is it? Like basically saying that if they click it, we're going to get something out of it. Our personal link, that they left the page. But the reason why we put our personal link is because it gives you $50 off. And I know for me, being a single parent and going through what I was going through at the time, that $50 off was a big deal. Like, I don't know about you, but I was able, and they had like at the time it was like gonna be 150, but then they took the $50 off. Like, I was
Wait,
in there.
hold on. Let me say something quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
Yeah,
and I'm glad that you said that, because that was one of the things that had me hesitant. I'm like, is these people getting money for this? Is they? So this is how it works. They give you $50. This to just be completely transparent, so that people know we keeping it real and just trying to help people. So
just trying.
when you get 50, so if I use your code Tia 100 whatever, I get $50 off. Then you get 200. So they really do, because the person that I use code, they told me that they ended up actually getting that 200. So that's how generous Course Careers is. It don't got nothing to do with they paying people to promote or nothing. It's just how that's just their referral system. That's their marketing strategy. So people are making money off you signing up, but is they actually selling, they actually giving, like, putting a blessing in your life, and then Course Career is blessing them by giving them that 200. So it's not like people is paid promoting this or that, like people trying to make that quick buck. No, this is something that's going to change your life and propel you to the next level. And then it is going to give me 200, but it's gonna give you 50 off as well. So if you don't use the code, you gotta use somebody code, or you're just gonna pay the extra 50.
Yeah,
So
you gotta use somebody code, or you
yeah,
just
you
gonna get
gotta.
it.
Yeah, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, and that's another thing to look at. Like, look at how generous Course Careers is. Once you become a student, like you're gonna get a code, and
Exactly.
oh, and that gives you another avenue for income. Like, just think about it like that. Like, man, if I join or if I become, decide to go for whichever course is available, not only am I winning because I'm getting $50 off, but then I'm also gaining something that is a door opening for me. Like, it's going to give me that stepping
Exactly.
stone with, the latest and greatest tools to be successful in the market, to be competitive in the market, to be honest. Um, and then you can use your link and help other people. And then you have a source of income while you're looking for a job, while you're out there, prospecting and trying to land a role as well. So it's like, if one plays off of the other, but where our heart is to genuinely help people. I know Azarre's heart is to definitely help people, and my heart has always been that as well. Just because I know what I've gone through, and I want to see other people succeed as well, and to be able to make a six-figure income, in our community. And for, like I said, you might be a single parent, you might be in a situation where your wife and children are depending on you to hold it down right now, and this is all you got. So, I've mentioned before in a past video, I held up that $100 and I was like, look here, God, this is all I got. This is my last $100. I'm putting this forward as a seed of faith. And when I put this $100 forward as a seed of faith, I need to see the return on that. I held myself accountable. And like Azarre said, maintain a positive mental attitude and link myself up with an amazing coach who offers their services for free. And now today I can say that I actually did land a role that's remote. And that's amazing. So we're not going to keep you guys too much longer. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. All the information is going to be below, linked to the video. Yeah, this is awesome. And I'm super grateful that you were willing to meet with me on the channel and just to give more value to the community about your journey and also what you're doing, and helping other people is absolutely amazing. And I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to give you your flowers for presenting an amazing interview. You definitely carried that well. And I know my supporters going to love it. My subscribers, shout out to all y'all. I couldn't love y'all more. So I had to drop this banger for y'all. That's what it's about, helping people, uplifting people. So we're going to be here. Reach out to me on LinkedIn. I will personally give you step-by-step guide how to break in the tech. Be making 300K within the next 5 years. Straight up, straight like that. Is that simple? For free. So go ahead and subscribe. We're gonna have more interviews coming, more tech sales, more business, more sales videos. So subscribe, like, comment. We love y'all, and we're gonna get up with y'all on the next one.
Peace.